Hello guys, welcome back to the crew calling all units. A new qualifier has started, although there is not much new about it. So this time, first look at scores. Like in the old days, that's what I'm going to do, although it is a repetitive summit qualifier. If you go to my channel and, well, that's where you are if you are looking at this. So you just go into playlists and then somewhere down the line, for here instance my playlist, the crew calling all units, you have a list of videos, and if we scroll down and load a few more and load a bit more, video number 205 up to number 214, they are all videos from the qualifier that we did last year, calling size don't matter from the big bend. That's where it's situated. The problem with it is, for instance, the crew speedtrap, I didn't have footage of it, but I did show the route there, and there we were using a bike. It is this teamed, and it is bikes and hot hatches. But, well, yeah, there are a few things wrong with it, let's put it that way. But as I say, it's completely repetitive. It's the same tracks with the same cars and bikes and all over the place, give or take a few differences. We'll start with the hill climb. It's a known hill climb, we have done it a zillion times. I'm just in a Skyline monster spec here at 1497, which lacks a bit of acceleration. And we just go up here. We jump up, try to jump a bit leftish. Here you sort of jump to the right. Here we go. Jump to the right there, and off we go. Looking for climbing meters, not looking for the flag as always. And then we go down and we aim for the rocks here. There's sort of like a ramp, two of those rocks. Jump down and go up here again. And then you can score 7,000 maybe. Let's have a look. 7,192 points. Good enough for fourth at this moment, but you already see it here. What's going on? 21,000, 13,000. Pretty simple. The bike glitch. It's another damn hill climb, and they keep putting them in those stupid summit repetitive qualifiers because it's the same as last year, so it's the same hill climb. Use a bike, get a friend or a crew member, hit you with something heavy, monster spec or a heavy dirt SUV or something, and you fly miles high, score 15,000, 20,000, whatever you can get. I believe some even scored 25,000 plus. So hill climb, forget about it. Precision skill test, you can use a drag. It's in the south, so it was raining again, nothing new there. I used the the Kawasaki Z1000. I just did a run here, and for some reason it went okay. I just hit all the gates here and there, and I thought, okay, forget about it as well. You can do it with a drag car, but it's kind of bumpy and twisty, so I'm thinking second gear with a drag car, not much more available, I think. If you go into third gear, then on jumps like this you just jump over it. If you can get it all together, and maybe if it's not raining, you might hit a few gates more. My teammate Sayun, I'm in third place here, 10,200 points. My teammate Sayun, one of the teammates, scored 12,200. He is using a drag car, so you can score about 2,000 points more, something like that, for the precision. The Scramble test, I do have the world record there in the Scramble test with 7,420 points. Now, monster spec, Ford Raptor. I used this thing at 1497 and I could not get anywhere. just could not get anywhere, and that is kinda normal because scramble tests I do with the drag cars on with the monster specs on full acceleration, and I have done the same here. I've downgraded my monster spec here from 1497 to 1299. Full acceleration, that means 11 acceleration bonus parts on it, a level 50, and off we go. Here is a tricky point, there is some sort of gas station, you need to jump on that road there, if not you will lose the car there. Then you have to restart, because you will miss the next gate and so on. Same here, it is kind of bumpy and wobbling here. You might have to restart it coming to that point. This is the first look in scores, so that also means I will not reach my world record here. Because I'm losing time here somewhere at the end. There are two gates here behind the corner and I hit those in my world record, 7,420 points, or at least one of them. 6,983, but at this moment it's good enough for first place, so I let it be for now. 6,983, but yep, first place. So good enough for now. We can try to replicate my world record. It is possible that I do have footage in the playlist that I showed earlier, video 205 to 214. Might be that the world record is on there. Drift. Although it is hot hatches and bikes, normally you should say, well, if it's hot hatches, then you can only use the Ford Focus to drift around. But for some reason you can use all your cars. Didn't spend too much time in this thing either. Second gear all the way I think I go. Although you can go in third gear with this Mazda. But it's a bit tricky, then you have to go up throttle in the corners here on this track at least. So, well, not really interesting. I tried the in between the summit and the summit qualifier with like 2-hour gap, and we have been fooling around a bit and we have been practicing here on this track, and I used a charger there, scoring 360,000 something. But also this, yeah, well, it's one of those tracks where you can do circles. People are doing circles, scoring 4, 5, 600,000 on this track. Because they just do a circle. The multiplier doesn't go up that high, but the points are going up extremely high if you do a circle. And then I don't mean going around like I am doing now. No, just one little circle on a... if you come to this point, you go to the left here and then left again, and there you can do circle and keep doing a circle on some sort of parking lot, and it keeps counting the scores. People are scoring 570,000 at the moment, and that will probably be improved. So it is a first look in scores, but it's also, I think, more likely gonna be a lost scores. Meaning that I won't put any footage from this qualifier, seeing it is already repetitive. Not gonna put much more footage of it, for a few reasons. One of them is that in this drift trial thing, you can do circles and people scoring 500,000. And that might all be good with the wheel and the controller, but with the keyboard, yeah, not so easy to do the circle there. Usually you lose the multiplier, so I don't even bother doing it. 364,000 in the RX-7, but like I said, people are doing 520,000 doing circles, so not gonna bother much about the drift. Also not gonna much bother about the hill climb, because that's a hill climb glitch with the bike again, and so on, you know the drill. The Crew speedtrap, there's a little difference with last year's qualifier. In that case it's hot hatches and bikes, but you cannot use the bikes. That means you are limited to the Ford Focus. What was the other one? Ford Focus, the Mini Cooper and the Abarth here. We quickly done a test on the Bonneville flat to see what was going on with the top speed, and the Ford Focus has a highest top speed, but it lacks acceleration for the route that we are doing, which means we can't come to the last camera.
of range. I stay on the left of you. I don't hit your line.
You hear voices here in the background. That's for the simple reason that we were on TeamSpeak. That's how we do things. That makes it a little bit easier
I make you a cigarette and then fucking fire comes on my...
to bring
No.
your friends up to date where they have to slow down or boost or something like that.
I like the fire up on my skin, yeah, you know?
Yep.
I do a little burning here in the face, man.
But there is a possibility that
Okay, that's an island.
they made a mistake again and that they forget to put the bikes in here. If the qualifier is themed hot hatches and bikes, the footage you find on my playlist will be with the bike, and that's because last year we could use the bike.
Oh yes!
For second thing,
Yes, that is the
Let's
my
save-
own
let's save
record,
the first
my
one,
own
because the
record,
first one was
my
not
own
ideal.
record, 417.
Ah, turn around, you stupid car. Where are you? Oh, there.
I'm there, it's okay.
Shot.
I'll bring it back. Dave, yeah? Bring it back. Good timing, yeah?
That's what makes this game still fun, you know. We go on TeamSpeak, have some laughs, and meanwhile we play this game. Almost started recording, but I did get a 408 or something.
108. Good job.
But let's hope it's not a mistake by the devs by not putting the bikes in here, and at least we could use some different cars for once. Come on, yellow one. Oh, there he is. Oh, now we go left and we finish with 2, but it is quite sharp on time.
You need a full speed in that corner.
And that's why we are using the abort, because it has more
Okay,
acceleration.
420, come on! Do that! Do that, do that!
394.
Okay.
Good. 416, 416, 404. 346, 5 was bad, I guess. 368 at 4. Oh, that was. Yeah, the first one and the fifth, but it's good. I'm in third place here, but we have the top 4 with our team. So 372, yeah. Not really a reference there yet. So for now, this is good enough. But like I said, it's possible that the devs made a mistake and they gonna put the bikes in tomorrow or the day after, and then we have to go again with the bikes, because on 4 of the cameras, if you have a bike here, Ninja, you can get top speed 450 kilometers an hour on 4 of the cameras. Just at number 5, you will not be able to get it. But overall, the average will be higher, no matter what. Stunt race, Monster Arena. Oh, let's do the Monster Arena first, shall we? Also here, yeah, it's one of the 4 arenas, so it's a known track. But this time, well, I have a pretty decent run. I only mess up at the last minute, I believe. If I can remember correctly. Let's have a look. That's already a perfect landing. That's a good start. Green landing here well. Here is also green. Bit of a fight there. Almost missed that combination. Because the fact is that these monster specs at 1497 they drive differently than at 1299. Green here as well. And green here as well. So it's kind of a perfect start, meaning that you have about 20,000 points at this point. That's if you have if you do this route. That's sort of what you need to have. That was something that didn't work. Wasn't supposed to happen, but it happened anyway. But it put me back up there, so I could continue. Although I lost 2-3 seconds, and that's what I'm missing at the end. But I kept the run going and I was getting perfect landings all over the place, so I thought, oh, I better keep on driving and see where we can end up at the end. Seems to be a bit too slow, but okay, fine anyway. Yep. 53,000. It's pretty high at this point. Normally I score 49, 50,000 here or so. Green as well. Also, this one is a green one. Here's where it kind of goes wrong. Double Misty goes well, but then normally you can go up here to the 500s, but yeah, the Monster Arena blocks me, and to the other 500. But we don't have time for that for the simple reason I was in the water there in the beginning, which wasn't supposed to happen, and that's the few seconds that you miss here at the end. But nevertheless, 74,000, and at this point that is first place, and it is pretty good score in this arena. Probably will drop to, I don't know, top 8 probably by the end of the thing. The stunt race in the Dallas oil fields, somewhere in that area. Many times we have done this meanwhile. And with these bikes, yeah, you never know what you're gonna do. This is a pretty bad surface for these bikes. Here we go, sliding all over the place. Sliding a bit more, and this. The fact is that I'm doing normal combos while I normally can do that tricky awesome. Also here double flip because I didn't have enough speed to do the triple, and normally that should be an awesome there. That's where you see me do 3 flips but I get awesome scores. That's kinda the idea. I think it works 1 or twice. Like here I keep it simple to get enough speed for the next one. Just first steer and then start flipping. Do 3 flips, land it, and you get an awesome misty flip if you get a good landing. But it didn't work here this time. Also here I'm getting a double misty, which is normally what I do, but like I said, the bike's handling on this thing is really, surface is pretty bad. 1, 2, 3, landed, triple, because I didn't have enough swing there to get the awesome one. But I do think it works one time. But it can work way more, that also means that you can score way more. Here I just do a 720. Because you're dealing with a tricky landing there. Is it this one where it works? I think it is. So lay the back flat, 1, 2, 3, and you get it 4 times. There you go. And that is because you steer first, try to put the driver on his side, and then you start flipping. If you do a normal triple, then you flip first and then you steer. 1, 2, 3, and I get a triple. Not enough swing to get the awesome one. It is tricky though. We sort of do the last part of the route. We do it twice. because there are higher ramps here, and then you can score more. And these last points I don't get. The result of that is that the finish is far away, because we repeat that second part of the track. We have to drive to the finish now. That's sort of how this thing goes. If you just follow the GPS, you will find other ramps. There are ramps here on the right side, but they're all pretty small ones. Just here at the end here, just before the finish, there's a big one, but that is a problem. If you do the combination on this flip, you are going to land somewhere on the finish line, and the points don't count half the time, which is another reason why we do the circle there in the middle of the track instead of coming to the end. But even that, in these early stages, few hundred players ranked, I think it's good enough for first place. 72,000. I don't have footage from the track. I also don't have footage from the Brand Time Attack. It's the same track. I have footage there from last year. I will put the link for the Brand Time Attack in the description of this video as well. First place overall as well, because I got a first in the Scramble, first in the Stunt, first in the Monster Arena, third in the Crew speedtrap, Drift Trial 5th, third for Brand Time Attack and Drag Trial, and fourth Hill Climb, 5th Precision. That is sort of where we are at this moment, but like I said, a couple of hours in the qualifier, and it lasts till Thursday noon. Pretty sure by tomorrow evening I will already dropped quite some places in all these events and also in the overall. But nevertheless, this is a guaranteed, even if I do anything anymore for the rest of the week in this qualifier, guaranteed platinum, 5,000 crew credits, mine. Because yeah, other than that, don't need to mention that it's old school. I don't even noticed yet what the actual reward is. In January it was the Koenigsegg Agera. I did intend, as I was shown in that video, not to participate, but yeah, you had some friends, and that's how it goes. Monday, Tuesday, friends started asking for help, and I helped them out, and eventually ended up fighting for a top 5. I finished 5, teammate finished 3rd, so I guess we have done. But I won the 20,000 crew credits, of course, because I already have the Agera in my garage. So, first look and scores, and also probably the last scores, unless I really improve something, but I doubt it. The link will come from the Brand Time Attack that I bring back my old video, and all the rest was in here except for the track, but that's simple track in Dallas with a little jump. See you guys in the next one, and bye for now.